One thing we should always be concerned about is our health and well being. Many people do as much research as possible in order to find the easiest ways to maintain their health. And during that research, the two major topics that are brought up refer to a change in the diet and a change in physical activity. Think about it. We were programmed this way. When you hear a topic about being healthy, most times the first thing that comes to mind are salads and exercise. And for the majority of us, we may be exercising to lose some pounds in order to maintain a healthy weight. More specifically, we exercise in order to burn up the excess fat that our body has accumulated, most times as a result of our poor diet. And here we are again with diet and exercise. More importantly, here we are talking about one of the most despised macronutrients of them all. And which one would that be? Since protein is out of the race, as it is a major contributor to gaining muscle mass and is a key factor in the building of necessary cells in the body, the only two that are left are carbohydrates and fats. Although this may seem like a close battle, with everyone talking about carbs in the diet, I am afraid you are wrong. The most despised macronutrient would be fat. But why would we despise fat? Well, besides being a macronutrient that most people try to avoid since they mostly associate fat as something negative, fat is also termed with a sensitive description of people that are overweight or may be obese. So why is fat a macronutrient needed by the body if many of us try to stay away, avoid, or get rid of it? Well, to understand that, we first need to know what fat is and why do people want to get rid of it, even though our body needs it to survive. When we eat, our bodies get energy from calories in the food. Fats, which produce more calories per gram than any other nutrient, is an excellent fuel source for the body. However, when there's more energy present in the body than the body uses, it begins to store up this energy. And since fats can store energy in a more preferred way than any other nutrient in the body, fats are henceforth used as energy reserves because they take longer to break down and release energy. While both proteins and carbohydrates can also be used to supply energy, it is not regularly used, nor can they act as storage units for energy. Protein's first priority is manufacturing hormones, muscles, and other cells. This depletes protein's energy reserves. And although carbohydrates are broken down into glucose, which are a great source of energy, the body needs this glucose to perform important biochemical processes such as glycolysis. Not to mention that any excess molecules from carbohydrates are usually stored in the liver, and this is why the body uses fat as a main source of energy. So, now that it's clear that fats are a great energy source and a good storage unit, we could talk about why fats are disliked by many. And that's because many people don't understand that there are different types of fat that we can consume. Don't you just hate it when instead of getting to know you personally, someone categorizes and stigmatizes you because of who your family or friends may be, or even where you may live, work, or go to school? Well, similar to many people, fats are stigmatized as being bad, even though there are many good fats as well. Yes, there are both good and bad fats. So is the balance of everything. possessing both a positive and negative attribute. Let's discuss why some fats are considered good and others are considered bad. We are going to discuss the bad guys first, since it's better to save the best for last. The type of fat that can have a negative effect on one's health, especially when eaten in excess, are saturated fats. These fats have a molecular structure containing fatty acid chains with single bonds that are completely filled, hence the term saturated. These fats are commonly found in animal products such as in butter, cheese, beef, pork, and as a result, they are found in many fast foods such as pizza, hamburgers, and even pastries. Trans fats, which is a type of unsaturated fat, is formed when hydrogen is added to liquid vegetable oils so that they can become more solid. These type of fats are found in similar products of saturated fats. However, on product labels, they may be referred to as hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils. So, what makes these fats bad for you? The reason why these fats are considered bad are because they contribute to insulin resistance, create inflammation, and also increase cholesterol levels in the blood, therefore increasing the risk of heart disease, which is the leading cause of death in many adults. The good type of fat is referred to unsaturated fats, which molecularly contain double bonds, and the molecules are not filled to the max, hence the term unsaturated. The reason why this is called the good fat is because it actually has the opposite effect of trans and saturated fats. Unsaturated fats may stabilize heart rhythms, ease inflammation, and improve cholesterol levels in the blood. These fats are mainly found in plant-based foods and can be monounsaturated, usually found in avocados, olives, almonds, and pumpkin seeds, as well as polyunsaturated fats found in plant foods such as sunflower seeds and fish, which, by the way, is an excellent source of omega-3 fatty acid. Therefore, it is not a matter of whether or not you eat fats, but more of a what type of fat you consume. So now that we know that they are both good and bad fats, the question is, why do we need fats to survive? Well, being a macronutrient is evidence enough of its importance in the sustaining of the body's functions and health. The roles that fats play are, besides giving and storing energy, they act as insulin and protection for several organs of the body. They support cell growth, aid in regulation of cholesterol and blood pressure levels, as well as helping your body to absorb the fat-soluble nutrients. Consequently, we see the importance of fats for our body's proper functioning. It is important to note that the body does not need large amounts of fat to carry out its vital functions. Therefore, we should balance our fat intake as well as the type of fat we consume. Aim to consume more unsaturated fats and reduce the intake of saturated and trans fats. In conclusion, we can see that although we must have fat, we need to balance our daily intake and to not rush to get rid of all the fat, both in our diet and during exercise, since we need it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe for more educational videos on your health. See you next time.